Okay, mic is on. I think we're going. Episode, is this 3?
I think it's 3. Yeah, feels like 3.
All right. Welcome to Still Figuring It Out. I'm Mika,
And I'm Frankie.
and we are still figuring it out. For anyone new, I'm 34. I'm a single mom. I have 2 kids.
And I'm 40, no kids. And this podcast is basically just a justification for us to sit in a quiet room for now.
Pretty much. No big ideas here, no advice, just talking. Because I think we both kind of feel a little off track.
Yeah, off track is a good way to put it. Like you took a wrong turn a few miles back, and you're not quite sure how to get back to the main road, or even what the main road is.
Right, or if there even is one. So today we were going to talk about that exact feeling behind in life.
The big one.
Yeah. How does that show up for you on like a normal Tuesday?
A normal Tuesday, it's quiet. I wake up, the apartment's totally silent, and I check my phone, which is the first mistake, always.
The worst.
And it's just this immediate flood of other people's lives. My friend from college is in Italy. Someone else just launched a new company. Another person is posting about their kids' first steps.
Right, the highlight reel.
Exactly. And my life is making coffee and figuring out what to do with the next 16 hours by myself. It feels very small, very unnewsworthy.
That's funny. For me, it's the opposite. It's not quiet. It's chaos. From the second I wake up, it's mom, I can't find my shoes. Mom, he's touching my stuff. And the feeling of being behind is immediate. It's this running list in my head of everything I should have done yesterday. Packed lunches, signed the permission slip, switched the laundry. I feel like I'm starting the day already at a deficit.
The deficit. Yeah, I get that. For me, it's less about tasks and more about milestones. Like at 40, I should own a house. I should have a retirement account that isn't terrifying to look at. I should know what I'm doing.
Ugh, the money thing. That's a huge one for me. Trying to afford groceries for 3 people on one income, it's a constant stress. And then I see people my age, renovating their kitchens. And I'm just trying to make sure my credit card doesn't get declined buying bananas.
Right. It feels like you're playing a completely different game.
Completely. And the pressure is immense that I'm not giving my kids what other kids have, that they're the ones who will pay the price for my life not being on track.
See, and I have the flip side of that. This guilt that I have this disposable income, not a lot, but some, and I'm just spending it on myself, on takeout and streaming services. It feels so selfish, pointless.
I don't think I've had disposable income since 2015.
Right. And I know it's a luxury, but it comes with its own weird baggage. This feeling that it's not being invested in anything meaningful, it's just evaporating.
Do you compare yourself more to friends and family or to strangers online?
That's a good question. It's different. Strangers are easy to dismiss. You can tell yourself, oh, that's fake, it's curated. But when it's your own brother...
Yeah.
My younger brother's 36, married, 2 kids, house, dog. He did everything in the right order. He followed the instructions. And every family dinner is a progress report on his life.
The instructions. Yeah. I feel like I lost the instruction manual somewhere.
Yeah. And they ask me, what's new with you, Frankie? And my honest answer is, not much. Work is fine. I'm watching a new show. There are no milestones to report. I feel like a stalled project.
I get that. I feel that way about my career. I had all these ambitions before I had kids. I was going to do this and that. Now, my biggest professional accomplishment is making it through a Zoom call without a kid screaming in the background.
A legitimate achievement.
It really is, but it doesn't feel like progress. It feels like maintenance. I'm just maintaining a life, not building one. And I see my friends who don't have kids, and they're getting promotions, traveling for work. They have a whole professional identity that I feel like I've lost.
And I look at them and I think, what is it all for? All this professional identity. It feels so hollow sometimes. You climb this ladder at work, and for what? to make a richer person even richer. It feels like a distraction.
The grass is always greener, I guess.
It's a whole field of fake turf, I think. Let's talk about age. Does 34 feel like a significant age?
It feels late. It feels like the clock is ticking really loudly. My 20s were for making mistakes. My 30s were supposed to be for cashing in the lessons from those mistakes.
Right.
And instead, I just feel tired. I look in the mirror and I don't recognize the person sometimes. The dark circles under the eyes, the worry etched in. And I panic that this is it, that the best years are gone, and I spent them just trying to stay afloat.
40 is 40 is a door slamming shut. That's what it feels like.
Ugh.
You can't pretend anymore. In your 30s, you're still a young professional. At 40, you're just middle-aged. And if you haven't started a family, the chances get smaller. If you haven't figured out your career, it feels like you never will. It's the end of potential in a way. Now it's just reality.
Do you still want kids? Is that something you think about?
Yeah, more and more. It used to be a definite no. I loved my freedom, my quiet. But now, I don't know. I see my friends with their kids and there's a warmth, a purpose. And I feel this deep pang of regret, maybe, that I missed my chance.
There's a purpose for sure, but the warmth, it comes with a lot of screaming and sticky handprints and losing yourself completely.
I know. And I feel so guilty for wanting it because I see how hard it is for you. I see the sacrifice. And part of me is so glad I get to sleep in on Saturday.
And I would give anything to sleep in on Saturday. Anything. I haven't slept past 6:30 in 8 years. I feel like my body is just permanently exhausted.
That sounds like a form of torture.
It is. It really is. So we're just jealous of each other's lives while also being miserable in our own.
That sounds about right. What's the deepest fear for you in all this, if you're really honest?
That I'm going to wake up one day, the kids will be grown and gone, and I'll realize I have no idea who I am, that I spent 20 years being mom and forgot to be Mika,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and that I won't have anything to show for my life, which is a horrible thing to say because my kids are everything, but something for me that was just mine. What about you?
The cliche, I guess. Dying alone. That there'll be no one to, hold my hand. Or just even be there to notice that I'm gone. Oh, Frankie. No, it's real. My friends are amazing, but they have their own families, their partners, their kids. That's their center. I'm just a friend. A good friend, but I'm on the periphery of their lives. And the fear is that I'll never be at the center of anyone's life, and that I'll die having never really mattered to one person in that fundamental way.
That's a heavy thought, Frankie. Are you dating or trying to?
Ugh, trying is a strong word. I'm on the apps, I go on dates, but it's exhausting. It feels like a second job. Everyone, including me, comes with so much baggage at this age. It's not the fun, optimistic thing it was in my 20s.
A second job you don't get paid for. I get that. For me, the logistics are a nightmare. When do I even go on a date? I have to find a babysitter, which costs money, and then there's the mental load of it. Is this person worth taking time away from my kids? Is he dad material? It's too much.
Exactly. The stakes feel so much higher. It's not just about having fun. It's like, could I build a life with this person? And most of the time, the answer is a pretty quick no. There's this pressure to be settled, and I'm not even sure what that means for me anymore.
And the single mom label can be a deal breaker for a lot of guys. The second they hear I have 2 kids, you can see them mentally checking out. It's like my life is too complicated before they've even gotten to know me.
I think people are just more rigid in what they want as they get older. They have their checklist. For me, the loneliness is real, but the thought of compromising my peace for the wrong person is even scarier. My quiet apartment might be empty, but at least it's calm.
I think I feel that too. Even with kids, it's a different kind of loneliness. They need me, but it's a dependent love. It's not a partnership. The loneliness of being the only adult in the house day after day, it's profound.
So we're both lonely, just different flavors of it.
Yeah, it seems so. What would your 20-year-old self think of you now?
Oh man, he would be so disappointed. He'd be like, "You're not a rock star? You don't live in a cool loft in New York? You just work an office job and live in a boring apartment?" Yeah, he'd be pretty bummed.
I think my 20-year-old self would be shocked and a little sad for me. She had so much fire, so much ambition. She would not understand why I'm so tired all the time.
It's wild how the definition of a win changes, isn't it? At 20, a win was getting an A on a paper or getting a date. Now a win is getting both kids to bed on time so I can have 30 minutes of silence. She hadn't had 8 years of no sleep.
No, she had not. She would probably tell me to, I don't know, run away.
Do you ever want to?
A little bit. Sometimes, just for a day, to just walk out the door with nothing but my wallet and not have to be responsible for anyone else, just for a little while. And then the guilt of even thinking that is crushing.
I get it. I get to do that every day, and it doesn't feel like freedom. It just feels empty.
So we have no answers.
No, I don't feel any better. Do you?
Not really, no. But I guess it's nice to know I'm not the only one treading water.
Yeah, we're in different oceans, but we're both treading water. You're not alone in it.
Okay. Well, that feels like a good place to stop before we get any more cheerful.
Sounds good.
This has been Still Figuring It Out. I'm Mika.
I'm Frankie. Thanks for listening, I guess.